Hello, everyone.
Hello there.
We're on the edge, at the doorstep of spring.
Yeah, if you look at the calendar.
Yes.
But I want to officially say spring is here. The nature is actually telling us that spring is here.
It has
Yeah,
announced
it has
itself.
announced itself. So our fruit trees are budding, and it's just, I think it's a little bit too warm. Temperatures are a little bit high for summer, I think, well, for spring. And it makes one a little bit worried because that usually predicts maybe another cold front or two with some black frost. And last year we lost all our blossoms because
Because
of
we had
the,
snow at the end of September.
yes. But yeah, so really a lovely sight to walk down our path to the retreat house and to see the white plum trees budding so beautifully, the crab apple,
And it
and
happened
it's
within a few days.
overnight, I would say.
Yes.
Yes. Last week or the week before, I wanted to put flowers in the rooms at the retreat house, and I really had to look for something. And this week, I have such an abundance. I can put huge bouquets everywhere. So
Yeah.
it's just all of a sudden bursting out.
And for some reason, lately we've touched on sources of wisdom in our talks, whether it's our body, whether it's instinct, whether it's intuition, whether it is a deeper knowing of the ground of being or the Holy Spirit whispering in our ear or whispering in our lives. It's those sources of wisdom.
Yeah.
Um, and what we are saying is nature, of course, is a huge source of wisdom, and that wisdom usually is carried over through the seasons.
Or it's
Or,
one of the sources of wisdom is that there are seasons
yeah,
for very good reasons.
yeah. And it's usually very easy to equate those seasons with periods in our lives. If we look at the whole stretch of our lives, where from birth until young adulthood, it's spring, there's this feeling of
Budding
life
and
and exuberance and
promise.
yes, very much so. And then we move into summer, where we bear fruit and we establish ourselves and we are solid and really fruitful. And then we move into autumn and then eventually into winter. And the wisdom, and we've touched on that in the talk of becoming older, of aging, is that you live according to your season. When you're in spring, you don't have the wisdom of winter. You don't have it. And to claim wisdom in youth is not always very wise because it comes with experience. But simultaneously, to do things or to expect to do things in the winter time of life, the same things that you did during summer or spring, that
Would also not be wise.
that is foolish.
Yeah, it's to be present in the season that you are finding
Exactly.
yourself in. And then in terms of a year, we have seasons every year of our lives. And what does that say to us? What does it mean to us? What can it mean? What can it give us? What wisdom is it giving us?
Yes.
And to not just let it go over your head and just bear it like we often bear winter or summer when it's too hot or too wet or the extremes are happening. But how can we live the seasons wisely and
Yes.
get from it what it wants to actually give us? What is the gift of the
Yeah.
seasons?
And how can we live our own seasons wisely?
Yes.
Not over a lifespan, but within
Yeah,
year by year, moment by moment, the seasons within, or within a week, or whatever. How do we live the seasons within us, and how can we learn from the seasons around us? It's all these sources of wisdom that actually go untapped.
yes.
Because
If we don't,
yeah,
yeah, and we often talk about how differently we experience winter.
yes,
I've struggled. I struggle with winters. I feel tense. My body is tense because I'm cold. I use a lot of energy to stay warm. I don't have a lot of creative energy because I'm actually tired. While with you, it's the opposite because of maybe a very fast metabolism. You feel energetic. You feel where summer really depletes you because it's too hot. You feel sluggish. You get tired. So we experience winters differently,
exactly.
which doesn't mean one is right and one is wrong. It's just how we individually are. And to adapt to that, and to use winter in the way that your body actually can respond to it. I know that for me, in the in between seasons, in spring and in autumn, I have a very big spurt of creative energy coming through. It's like it really stimulates my energy. And I think it has to do with two things. The one is the beauty of those seasons.
It's a nuanced
It's
beauty.
nuanced, but it's also the in between seasons where temperature wise and climate wise, it's more. It's not so severe to the one or the other side. So I'm physically more comfortable, and that helps me a lot with energy. So for me, those seasons have that spurt of creativity and a feeling. It's something that stirs in me. It's like a definite feeling in my body. While summer is often also challenging because it's so hot. But so I experience it in that way. And like you were saying in the Afrikaans version, is to live with the season for what it has to offer you, to teach you. I think it again has to do with acceptance. If I and we often say winter is the ideal season to go inward, to retreat,
Yeah.
to because it's slower. You can sit by the fire and read a book. Yeah, it's,
Because I love winter because of the stillness of it, the pace in general of life. It goes slower.
yeah,
There's a slower pace. I
Yeah.
love that. It's the season of inwardness. It's easy to go inward and because things are being stripped.
yes, yeah,
And it's often I have the feeling things are also being exposed because it's almost like the backbone of life is being exposed. The bare branches, and it's almost like the backbone or the vertebrae of life being
Yeah,
exposed in the gray colors and so on. So it's very much that. And it suits me. I'm very comfortable during those periods. Summer is very challenging for me in terms of my metabolism. It really drains me if it is so hot. I struggle in functioning and working when it is so hot. But I also realize that it is because summer is so counter my innate personality. It stretches me. And in that sense, it is a wise guide as well.
yeah,
It takes me out of my comfort zone because it is very tumultuous, especially here at Tafelkop. You have strong winds and branches break, and you have thunderstorms and you're without power and roofs leak and you have water damage. And winter doesn't have that. In summer, you're constantly challenged. And how do you live with that? How do you manage? You have to look at the weather because you can't just get in your car and go and fetch building material or whatever. What if it rains and the cement gets wet or
There's a
whatever?
lot of planning
A
and
lot of planning.
busyness.
And so it drains me in that sense as well. There's a lot of energy going into that. But how do you handle these challenges? So, in that sense, I appreciate summer for being a harsh teacher. It stretches me. It takes me out of my comfort zone, and I realize that's necessary as well. Um, Even though I'm very, very glad when it becomes quiet and the days become shorter in winter.
Yeah, I think you manage summer because you know winter is coming.
Yes, maybe that is what
The
pulls
way
me.
I handle winter.
What pulls me through summer is winter.
Yes,
The
definitely.
prospect of winter.
Yeah, but I think what we're saying is that the seasons are there for a reason.
Yes,
And that we need the seasons.
yes.
And that we should adhere to the seasons. We should adhere to nature. It's not the other way around. If we just rush through a year without doing what winter asks of us and go inward and go slower, we need the rest period. Just like
Exactly.
nature needs the rest period.
Yeah,
And to be sensitive to that.
yeah. The long and the short, enjoy spring.
Yes.
It is here, and may you have a lovely spring day and the beginning of spring and all the beauty that it brings.
Have a lovely week, everyone.
Keep well. Bye-bye.
Bye.